Hey everyone, it's me, V from V's World, with another hotbed topic for you today. Here, still chilling in Thailand, but you know what's heavy on my mind? Izzy, my girlfriend, she bought this edition of Elle magazine that is out actually this month. Interestingly enough, there's an article in it that we both read. She actually read it to me because I'm illiterate. The article is entitled, Feminism, Did We Really Get It All? Now, if you've been following my program for a while, my vlog, if you will, here at Mr. V's World, I've covered all kinds of topics. Some of them have ranged from traveling, some of them have ranged in heightism. I've discussed a variety of things, including music, reality TV shows, everything, but I've never really tackled the subject matter of feminism and how it has affected us Americans on the whole, in particular men. I'm all for equality. I don't believe that people should be put in one singular box. And this is to say we do have innate freedoms as human beings, of course, but it's been taking quite some time for some of those freedoms to actually become implemented in our daily lives, and this even transcends the gender roles. So feminism is something that probably was needed at one point in time, and maybe still needed to a certain degree, but I believe personally it's gone way too far. I don't see anyone advocating quote-unquote men's rights per se. It may sound very misogynistic to you, but I think fellas, guys, gentlemen, the male gender in America, we're having a tough time dealing with and adjusting with the alterations that the feminist movement has, well, bestowed upon us. I mean, what does that mean in plain English? We don't know how to deal with it. Not because we're afraid of a woman with power, so to speak, or influence or intellect. It's just that the roles have been so screwed up over the last 30 years, since the 70s and the 80s especially, that guys are feeling like, you know, what happened to femininity? What happened to the nurturing aspect of women towards men, family, towards their children? It just seems like it's gone way overboard. You know, you've been taught, women have been taught to want it all, have it all. Well, what does want it all, have it all really mean? What does that mean? I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, right? You sleep 8 of those hours. So that leaves you what? Roughly, I don't know, 16 hours left, of which what? You're going to have a major career. You're going to do your yoga. You're going to, you know, do your exercise and whatnot. You're going to save the world. We haven't even talked about raising the children or doing your portion of raising the children. It just gets to be way too much. And I've noticed that in terms of male-female relations, since I do cover a lot of these types of topics on my program, the interaction of male and females, including relationships, marriage, etc., etc. There are a lot of people who are just not happy. They're just not happy. The divorce rate is skyrocketed at 52% and going north of that right now. And it just tells me that we have dissolved into the lowest forms of relating to one another, thus the gender war. Okay, so I get a lot of male comments in my inbox from my videos when I cover these types of topics, and I could tell you that 95% of the guys that actually respond, and they're all over the age group, all over the stratus, all over the country, they all state the same thing. They don't understand these women today, these girls today. It's like, you know, they act like men. They're basically women with breasts and then a penis somewhere down there. And it's just not, it's not really right. It's not cool, it's not cute, it's wearing quite thin. Why do you think I make so many videos advocating for men to go elsewhere if they have to? I mean, because American women don't seem to really care nor understand that there is a complete backlash, if you will, due to feminism and where it has brought us all today. And the feedback from the majority of the men, a good 95%, are literally or have begun that search for a foreign bride, so to speak, or a foreign girlfriend or whatever, because in their point of view, and from my point of view too, as a reference, because my girlfriend's from another country, and I've had many girls from other countries, and they just simply have a different mindset, different style of doing things, and they don't want it all per se. They want equality, and they get equality because they command equality, but they also take on traditional roles. They know that it's a two-way street. You give and you take. You don't just take. It's me, and that's it. And that's the problem that we're having today with the state of affairs involving feminism on the whole. And did you really get it all, women? Did you really have it all? I don't think you did, and I don't think you're happy with what you've got. Okay, and if we backtrack historically, if I look back as a teenager, growing up in the 80s, I recall this entitlement, empowerment movement. It started with Madonna, very smart businesswoman, terrible vocalist, but you can't take it away from her. She did control her career quite nicely as far as the success is concerned. But is that woman really happy? She's the quintessential 80s woman, a woman full of self-empowerment, and is she really someone to look up to? Because a lot of the girls I went to school with, and a lot of the women, and a lot of the young teenagers from that era completely aspired to be that type of woman. Well, good for you, but the thing is, what happened to traditional roles? And we're looking at the effects of the destruction of those roles right now with the kids, younger generation, Generation Y, and after, who just don't have any respect. They don't know who they are. They have no point of reference. They're killing themselves because they're getting bullied from time to time on MySpace, on the internet, or in person. I don't recall back in the 70s, back in the Stone Ages, where kids literally were taking their own lives because they didn't fit in, or they felt they didn't fit in. And where are the parents? Where are the parents in all this? But that's another video. I'm going to talk about that later. But feminism, the question I have for you today is, do you think it has helped women in America or harmed women in America? That's a question. Can you answer it?